Hey, my name is Leandro Alvarez,
And my name is Sadiq Tenkwana.
and today we're going to be presenting the AI answer engine. So first of all, why do we have this and how is it different from another chatbot? And that brings us to two different problems that ChatGPT may have. Let's say you have some articles and you want some information from those articles, like this one right here and this one right here. ChatGPT is not able to go into those and get information, and so we've implemented a scraping feature. Another problem that it may have is that if it gets past the context window, it just errors out. And so we've solved that problem by using chunk splitting to solve that. Um, and so we're going to go ahead and demo how this works right here. So I'm going to start by asking it to summarize this and this. And here we go. These are the two articles right here. And that's how that works. For this project, we also implemented caching and rate limiting. So Salif has a lot to say about that.
Yes. So when we talk about the rate limiting, we didn't want to overspend when we use our website and spend too much money. So we want to implement a system where we actually avoided users using our resources too much by implementing rate limiting. And in our case, every 60 seconds, you are actually limited to a maximum of 10 requests that you can send. And also, we implemented another system of caching to allow us to actually store the different requests that you send and links that you have, so we don't have to scrape the data multiple times. And that saves us a lot of time to just respond to you as fast as possible.
Right.
And as you can see here, we could actually get the data from Redis. And if it's cached, we could just return it back to you.
Yep. And I guess we could mention another point of struggle right here. So the struggle you could say is how do we ensure that we don't get past the context window? Like if a user sends over 5 links, how do we make sure it doesn't get past it? So the first thing is that we actually want to process each link separately, of course. And this is how it does it right here, right? We process each link. If a particular article exceeds the context window, we use chunking. So we use a chunk size of, let's say, 20,000 articles, 20,000 characters, let's say. It could be 30,000. And we split those chunks and we send each of those chunks to the LLM. And so that's what we could say are some of the struggles. As for future implements, Salif, he has good
Yes.
plans on that.
As for future implementations, one of the things that we wanted to actually work on is the user interface, improving that and making it as user friendly as possible, and as well as improving the formatting of the actual messages returned to the user so they can have a better experience.
Yeah, the Markdown, while it does highlight, headers, it could use some work. And Salif is he's also going to be working on, I believe, a caching mechanism. What's the current one we have? I believe it's
So with the current caching mechanisms that we have, it's effective, it works, but we wanted to move on to something a bit different using an LRU cache. And I think that could be very useful for our project here.
yeah, for sure. We currently have one that's time to live, I believe. So it basically just expires after a week. So using LRU, least recently used, would definitely be smarter. And so those are some of the future improvements that we're looking forward to. We could also even expand further. We could say um, we can make this multimodal, so you can include documents and maybe even videos. But those are some of the features that we can add. And yeah, that would conclude our presentation.